The Browns just made a move that makes no football sense, unless you know what's really going on. Shedeur Sanders isn't starting. He's not even QB2. But here's the kicker. They're refusing to send him to the practice squad. And that one quiet decision just sent a signal through the entire NFL that something bigger is happening behind closed doors. Most rookies with average preseason tape get sent down, develop quietly, learn the system, work their way in. But not Sanders. Cleveland's making sure he stays on the 53-man roster, fully protected, even if it means he won't take a single snap. That move alone has analysts, insiders, and fans asking the same question. Why hold on to someone you're not using unless you're afraid someone else will? Teams across the league are watching. Remember, the moment Sanders hits the practice squad, he becomes fair game. Any team can grab him, and you better believe they will. Because even in limited reps, Shedeur has shown flashes of real NFL talent. Arm strength, pocket presence, pre-snap reads beyond his years, the kind of traits you can't hide for long. And now, a drama is unfolding inside the organization. One group thinks he's the future, another's still clinging to their guy. And in the middle, a rookie quarterback being praised in the building, but held back on the field. Add in jersey sales that are off the charts, a fan base getting louder, and local media lighting up over every rep he takes. And what you have is a quarterback controversy in disguise. They're not protecting just another rookie. They're trying to hide something they can't hold back much longer. And the moment this story breaks wide open, people are going to realize the Browns already have a franchise QB. They're just too scared to admit it. Here's what most fans don't realize. Keeping Shedeur Sanders on the 53-man roster isn't just about development. It's about protection. Once a player is locked on that list, they're untouchable. No team can swoop in. No waiver wire theft. It's the NFL equivalent of putting a rookie in a vault, and Cleveland just locked the door tight. But why? If Stefanski doesn't plan to play him, why burn a roster spot? Because deep down, the Browns know what the rest of the league knows. Sanders is different, and letting him slip through their fingers would be a disaster. This is the same franchise that's been cursed at quarterback for decades. Now, they might finally have lightning in a bottle, and they're terrified another team will steal it. What makes this even wilder is how much noise Sanders is making in practice. Reports say he's outshining veterans in drills, showing command of the huddle, and making throws that leave even the coaching staff stunned. Teammates are noticing too. Whispers are spreading that Sanders already looks like the guy. And in a league where confidence matters just as much as mechanics, that's huge. But here's the kicker. He's still QB3. Flacco has the title. Gabriel's the backup. And Sanders? He's officially listed as the future project. Except this project just keeps acing the tests. And the more he shines, the harder it becomes to justify keeping him sidelined. Here's where the Browns find themselves. If they promote him too soon, they risk controversy. If they hold him back, they look like fools. It's a no-win situation. Unless, of course, that was the plan all along. Some insiders believe Cleveland is trying to slow-cook Sanders. Keep him in the pot, let the anticipation build, and unleash him at the exact right moment. Not week 1, not preseason, but when the season hits that breaking point and every other QB option has failed, that's when you throw in Sanders. And when you do, he's not just a rookie, he's a savior. It's a dangerous game, because the longer Sanders waits, the louder the noise gets. Every snap Flacco takes is a reminder that Shedeur isn't playing. Every mistake Gabriel makes becomes a headline. And eventually, the organization won't be able to hold back the flood. You can't sell hope and then keep it on the bench forever. Fans aren't buying tickets for Joe Flacco. They're buying them for Shedeur Sanders. And Cleveland knows it. That's why they locked him on the roster. It's not just about football, it's about business. Jersey sales, national attention, the future of the franchise's identity. Sanders isn't just a player anymore. He's a movement. Here's what's wild. This isn't the first time the NFL has seen this movie. Think about Aaron Rodgers sitting behind Brett Favre, Patrick Mahomes watching Alex Smith, Jordan Love waiting on Rodgers. All those guys sat, waited, and then took over. And when they did, they changed everything. The difference? None of them had Shedeur's spotlight before they ever played a down. That spotlight is both a blessing and a curse. It guarantees interest. It sells out stadiums, but it also makes it impossible to keep him in the shadows for long. So here's the Browns' dilemma. Do they unleash him now, risk rookie mistakes, and let him grow? Or do they hold him back, watch the pressure build, and risk alienating both fans and players? Either way, the clock is ticking. Because every report out of practice says the same thing. Sanders isn't just surviving, he's thriving. And when a rookie quarterback thrives in practice, it's only a matter of time before he thrives on Sundays. The Browns can play coy. They can talk development all they want. But the truth? This roster decision just revealed how scared they really are. Scared of losing him. Scared of wasting him. Scared of admitting that the future is already here. For Shedeur Sanders, this is just the beginning. He doesn't need a starting job yet. He doesn't need a press conference declaring him the face of the franchise. All he needs is time. And time is already working in his favor. Because no matter what the Browns do, the outcome feels inevitable. The kid shines too bright. The talent is too real. The hype is too strong. And when you put all that on a 53-man roster, the future isn't just close. It's already sitting in the locker room, waiting for its moment. Fans can feel it. Players can feel it. Even the media can't resist it. The Browns tried to make a routine roster move, and instead, they ignited a storm. A quarterback controversy disguised as development. The problem is, once the storm starts, you can't control it. And every day, Shedeur Sanders continues to impress in practice. The waves get bigger. Soon, they'll crash. And when they do, Cleveland won't be debating whether Sanders should play. They'll be begging for him to start. Think about the bigger picture. Cleveland has been cursed at quarterback for decades. Failed draft picks, busts, false saviors. The dog pound has lived through it all. Now, they might finally have a quarterback who can break that cycle. But instead of embracing it, the Browns are trying to hide it. That's the story here. Not the depth chart, not the preseason stats. The story is fear. Fear of being wronged. Fear of moving too fast. Fear of handing the keys to a rookie who might actually be ready. But here's the truth. Greatness doesn't wait for permission. Shedeur Sanders is showing it every day in practice. His teammates see it. His coaches see it. And fans are starting to demand it. You can't stash a franchise quarterback forever. You can delay the moment, but you can't deny it. And the Browns are running out of time before the decision is made for them. Because if Flacco struggles, if Gabriel falters, if the offense stalls, the chants will echo through Cleveland louder than ever before. We want Shedeur. And when that moment comes, it won't matter what Kevin Stefanski or the front office wants. The crowd will decide. The locker room will decide. The game itself will decide. That's the risk you take when you keep a star hidden too long. Eventually, the world demands the reveal. For Sanders, it's the perfect storm. He doesn't need to rush. He doesn't need to force the issue. Every day he dominates practice, his legend grows. Every day the Browns hesitate, his value skyrockets. It's not a question of if he plays, it's when. And when that time comes, the Browns won't just be starting a rookie quarterback. They'll be starting a new era. The fans already know it. The players already know it. And deep down, the Browns know it too. That's why they kept him on the roster. That's why they refused to risk losing him. That's why every decision they make now revolves around one player, Shedeur Sanders. Because when you spent decades searching for a quarterback, and suddenly the answer is staring you in the face, you don't let it slip away. You hold on, even if it means playing games with the depth chart. But sooner or later, games end, And when they do, Shedeur Sanders will walk onto the field, not as a hidden rookie, but as the franchise. The Browns might think they're controlling the story, but the truth is, the story already belongs to Sanders. And no roster move can hide that forever. In the end, Cleveland's stunning roster call wasn't about strategy. It was about survival. They see what Sanders is becoming. They know what's coming, and they're trying to buy time. But time doesn't stop. And every practice rep, every headline, every whisper only brings the future closer. The Browns can try to delay it, but they can't deny it. Shedeur Sanders isn't just the quarterback of tomorrow. He's the quarterback of today.